Bilingual web magazine, Dig Tokyo. Cinema in Theater 12. KAZOO's SNS Eigojutsu Movie Corner, 8. Reflections on my Dumbo interview with actor Colin Farrell. NHK E-Tele SNS Eigojutsu, aired April 5th, 2019. 1. Prologue. Over the past year, I've gotten the opportunity to interview many Hollywood stars and directors for the show Sekai Hasshin SNS Eigojutsu on NHK E-Tele. Each interview room I've walked into has been a surreal experience, with something in the air. Whether it's nervousness, nervous excitement, or jubilation, I'm not entirely sure. The only reason I'm able to stay calm and focused is because I have an ensemble, or as I like to think of it, armor, that has been carefully considered and put together with my stylist Scarlett. When choosing items, our first priority, of course, is to show respect to my interviewee. But a secondary consideration is to choose something that can make me feel like I belong in that interview room. This time, I was even more nervous than usual, as I was interviewing the Colin Farrell. Irishmen can be intimidating in a barroom brawl sense, and Farrell was certainly no exception. Plus, he had a reputation as a Hollywood bad boy. But the moment I shook his hand, he struck me as very friendly, and my nerves dissipated. After I explained what our show was about, he looked at me and said, "Nice suit." Very sharp. It's not every day that a man compliments another man on his attire. And this wasn't just any man, it was a major Hollywood talent and one of 2003's sexiest men alive, according to People. The compliment took me aback and made me feel great about myself. For my last interview question, I asked Farrell if he had any favorite English expressions or motto, and he answered, "Fortune favors the bold." It's a great aphorism that I hope to heed myself, especially for the show, for interviews, and for my wardrobe. When it comes to respect between men, it all comes down to a desire to keep being bold. 2. Selected Colin Farrell Filmography. Miami Vice. This is crime thriller director Michael Mann's film adaptation of the massively popular 80s cops show of the same name. Although the film was not particularly successful at the box office and was not particularly well reviewed, the casting of Farrell is an inspired choice. The moody, gloomy, abstract visuals offer a view of the underbelly of sunny Miami. In Bruges. This black comedy is about a rookie hitman who becomes guilt-stricken after his first job and travels with his veteran partner to Bruges in northwestern Belgium to lay low for 2 weeks. This is a melancholic film that explores the beauty of the titular European city as well as the principles of the hitman profession. The Lobster. This absurdist black comedy is set in a society where single people have 45 days to find a suitable new partner or be transformed into an animal. Farrell plays a man whose wife has just left him for another and scrambles to find a new mate. The film satirizes social order and social rules. Dumbo. Set in post-World War I America, this film is about a circus owner who stakes the future of his struggling business on a soon-to-be-born elephant. However, the elephant is born with oversized ears and is soon nicknamed Dumbo by audiences. Farrell plays the former star of the circus who is tasked with looking after Dumbo. 3. Blue Contrast Collar Shirt by Azabu Tailor. 4. Black Necktie by Ralph Lauren. 5. Square Wooden Cufflinks by MFYS. 6. Gray Double-Breasted Suit by Universal Language. 7. Gray Socks by Brooks Brothers. 8. Poe Double Monk Shoes by Paraboot. 9. M27 Glasses by 4 Nines. Cinema in Theater 12. KAZOO's SNS Eigojutsu Movie Corner, 8. Reflections on my Dumbo interview with actor Colin Farrell. NHK E-Tele SNS Eigojutsu, aired April 5th, 2019. www.digtokyo.jp.